I'm here with legend David Frei. You've been with Westminster, what, 22 years?
This will be my 22nd year doing the television for Westminster. I've got the greatest job in the world. I really do.
You do. How did you get involved with Westminster?
I was showing dogs, but I had a great show dog in particular in the late 80s named Champion Stormhill's Who's Zoomin' who was the top Afghan hound in the country and actually retired as the top winning female in the history of the breed. And while we were doing a lot of traveling and showing her, I got to know the Westminster people a little bit, and when they had an opening for the television, they called me and said, would you be interested in doing the television? I said, well, geez, I don't know. I've been a PR guy all my life, but I kind of feel like I can do something on camera. Sure, I'll do an audition tape for you. So I did, and they hired me, and I thought, well, this will be fun for a few years. And here it is 22 years later.
You are the best on camera because you know so much about dogs, and you love all dogs, right?
I do love all dogs, and you know, a lot of the things that I say that come out of my mouth are coming out of other people's brains, of course, because it's a real collaborative sort of team effort in making sure that I'm saying the things that need to be said about each of these breeds. I involve the parent clubs of each breed in the things that I say. I said, if you only had 15 seconds to say one thing about your breed, what would you want the millions of people watching on television to hear? And they're very good about giving me things that make total sense to me and are things that I probably knew and understood, but the way they say them and the way they apply them to their breed makes it something real good.
That's great. So, also, I noticed that a lot of years Terriers have been the winner. Is the Terrier breed a very popular breed among Westminster? I mean, have they won more than any other breed? Like, have they won, how many awards? Do you know? Would you know that?
In the 102 years that we've awarded Best in Show at Westminster, Terriers have won Best in Show 45 times.
Wow.
And a lot of that is from the early years when the Terriers sort of built up a lot of numbers. They won the first 4 Best in Shows at Westminster. But there's a lot inherent in the fact that Terriers are great little show dogs. They're so often in the hands of great dog people as well. So I think they have a couple of things going for them. The first thing, the number one thing is that they are bred to look for trouble. They're bred to look for rats, and so they're always on the end of their leash, on their toes, looking around to see if they can find something that they can bring down.
Right.
And I think in the show ring, that's the same way. They don't care. They're not so worried about their people. They're more worried about what's going on around them, and I think that gives them a sort of an edge. It gives them a sort of a look in the ring that lends itself well to being shown.
Absolutely.
You know, other dogs, people say, how come Labs have never won a Best in Show? How come Goldens have never won a Best in Show? The world's greatest dogs, Labs and Goldens, but they're so loyal and so in tune to their people that I think sometimes they're too worried about the handlers and the people in their lives and not so worried about being shown.
Right. Well, Westminster is coming up. How can people get their tickets to see Westminster Dog Show?
We're at the Garden again, Madison Square Garden, on Monday and Tuesday, February 14th and 15th. Tickets are still available. We're sold out most years. We still have some tickets available this year at the moment. So call Ticketmaster, call the Garden ticket office, and get yourself a ticket as soon as you can, because the world's greatest dog show is once again in town.
Thank you very much, David Frei. This has been a dream come true to interview you.
Thank you.